Evidence of her creativity, caring, and commitment to the USF system and her community can be seen throughout the Tampa Bay area. It's in the centerpiece of USF St. Petersburg, the spectacular Sembler Family Fountain, the USF St. Pete Debbie Nye Sembler Student Success Center, named in appreciation of her many contributions, and the education and resources shared by USF and the Florida Holocaust Museum. She grew up in Daytona Beach, graduated from the University of Florida, and spent her early marketing career in New York City. Despite the unlikely background, she has been one of USF's biggest champions.
Debbie Nye Sembler is an extraordinary leader in all parts of the USF system. She's made a difference everywhere. As a Board of Trustee member for 3 terms, the board chair of the USF St. Pete Campus Board, and now recently joining the USF Foundation.
Debbie and her husband Brent also have a long history of philanthropy. Their donation made possible the Sembler Family Fountain and surrounding Tropical Harbor Walk Promenade, which gave USF St. Petersburg a sorely needed entrance, a physical coalescence of the campus's spirit, mission, and uncommonly beautiful oceanfront aesthetic.
I can't think of a better individual for this award than someone like Debbie Sembler. She just epitomizes all that we really strive to be as involved alum and friends and volunteers and staff at the University of South Florida.
Debbie's work ethic and commitment to service are rooted in her earliest years. She and her older brother Glenn grew up in and around Daytona Beach, Florida. Their father, the late Alumni, was a talented traveling salesman and Debbie's hero. Their mother, Marilyn, was an accountant, a rare and progressive 1960s mom who worked full-time. Marilyn, busy though she was, always found time for charitable work, particularly through her temple and Jewish groups that served everyone regardless of religion. Debbie graduated from Seabreeze High School, home of the Sand Crabs, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and headed off to the University of Florida to study journalism, public relations, and marketing. 3 days after receiving her bachelor's degree in 1978, she was on her way to New York City to work for Americana Hotels, and later in leadership positions at PR firms including Hill & Knowlton. Her work would bring her back to Florida in 1985 as the first PR director for the Wyndham Orlando Resort. She was helping out at a conference at the resort when one of the attendees approached her. That night, they went dancing, and a year later, in 1986, Debbie Nye married Brent Sembler.
The Sembler family is an icon in Pinellas County, in the state of Florida, in the country, and across the world. Ambassador Sembler and Betty Sembler have been the leaders in causes that have contributed to the success of so many institutions.
It was the Semblers' connection to the Bush family and Debbie's community service that led her to USF. Then Governor Jeb Bush tapped her to serve on the USF Board of Trustees in 2003, and in 2005 she became chair of the USF St. Petersburg campus. She served in both positions for more than 10 years, leading efforts to increase student success and opportunity.
One of the best projects I've ever worked on is keeping a secret from Debbie. Naming the Student Success Center for Debbie was a natural, because every day she keeps us focused on why we're here.
Debbie and her family are incredibly involved in the whole community. She and her husband Brent have supported things like the Gulf Coast Jewish Family Services, Florida Holocaust Museum, where she served on the advisory board, and of course All Children's Hospital, where she actually worked with me.
Debbie and Brent have 3 children, Taylor, Preston, and Logan, and look forward to their first grandchild in February. She's grateful to be a part of a family that allows her to give big, because at the end of the day, being able to share makes her happy. And helping what she calls St. Petersburg's best-kept secret has been the unexpected joy of a lifetime. Please join us in congratulating USF's 2017 Class of '56 award recipient, Debbie Nye Sembler.